Didn't see you there! Welcome to the Design, Make, Sweep show. And today we're going to talk about different brushes that we can use in fine art and digital art. And just like all brushes, they have a purpose, just like this broomstick. So, let's get started! So what is the point of using different brush styles? Well, for example, I'm going to show you these three today, and they all have a different purpose. But the reason I'm showing you these is because they're the equivalent to the digital art brushes we're going to talk about today. So to begin with, we have the pencil here. We've all used the pencil before, and it's just really nice because when we're drawing things down, we can do it really quickly. It just feels really natural. We can do quick things like this. We can do cross hatching. We can do shading, all sorts of things. So the pencil is really nice for a hand-drawn approach. And then next we have the Sharpie, which is equivalent to the digital art tool called the pen tool. And it creates really nice, crisp, clean lines like this, as you can see. And it's just really nice to use when you want a really clean effect like this. And it's good for making little logo sketches as well. And then lastly, we have the brush tool, which is kind of like a hybrid between the pencil tool and a paintbrush. So with this one, you have a lot of nice control, but it's also kind of like a paintbrush, so it has a very different style, and it kind of has like a different texture, and yeah, it's super cool to use. All of them have different purposes, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So let's talk about the different brush styles in digital art. So to begin with, the pen tool style, like I said, it's like the Sharpie here. And pretty much the pen tool style is really good for creating super crisp, clean illustrations or character design. And it's also really good for creating clean logos, because with logos, companies want to have really crisp, clean designs to make sure that their logo is memorable and we remember what it looks like. So next, this is what the pen tool icon looks like, which you will see in the digital art program I'm going to show you after this. And these are just some little examples of what those lines can look like. So they're super clean shapes. And now we have the hand-drawn style, which is like the pencil here. And it creates just a really nice cartoon, playful kind of approach. And there's always a place for this when you're doing different projects or design work. And we can also do a hand-drawn style with logos too. So there's always a time and place when we can use these different brushes. It just really depends on what you're kind of going for. And then this is what the pencil tool looks like in the digital art program. And this is just some examples of what the line work kind of looks like. So it doesn't look as perfect and as clean, but again, if you want that effect, it totally works as well. And then lastly, we have the painterly style, which is like this one here. And it's really cool because these examples I'm showing you were all done digitally, even though they look like they were hand painted, which is super cool. And then this one on the top is an example I'm showing you of a painterly logo style. So it's really nice to know that we have all these different options. And this is what that icon looks like. And this is kind of the brush style in the digital art program. And so to begin, normally we would sketch, we'd come up with a solid idea, then we go into mood boarding, create our ideation and inspiration boards, and then we create our solid sketch and then jump into our design work. But for the purpose of this, we're going to just do a random little doodle in Illustrator. So here is my program. I've opened it up, and I'm just gonna click the pen tool, which is also P here. And I'm feeling like drawing a happy face because, let's be honest, it's a sunny, nice day. I feel like I'm in a good, happy mood, and you should be too. So let's get to it. So first, I'm gonna click right here, and that's how I'm starting my drawing with the pen tool. This is called an anchor point. And next, I click here, and I can actually pull and create a curve, which is super cool. And then I can click my anchor point again and do the same thing. I click a new spot. I can pull and drag. Or if I don't, I can have complete control, which is also an option to know. But for the purpose of creating a circle, I want it pretty much as, circular as I can get it. And then I'm gonna complete that shape just like this. And then let's just give our happy face a few little eyeballs here and a smile. Here we go. And here we have finished our happy face. So that is what the pen tool effect can kind of look like. It usually creates very clean, crisp lines and shapes. So now I'm going to show you the pencil, which is N on our keyboard. And I am just going to draw normally like I would in a sketchbook. So as you can see, I don't have as much control in a sense of creating a crisp, clean shape and line. But again, there's a time and place for this, and we can always spruce this up and fix it at the end. And now I'm just gonna use the brush tool here by clicking B on my keyboard. And again, I'm just gonna draw normally like I would in a sketchbook. Here's some eyes, and here's a smile to end with. And so these are the different approaches and styles we can go with. And I just wanted to show you guys the 3 different tools in Illustrator, the digital art program, and the different effects that we can get when using these different brushes. Ultimately, what I hope you guys took away from this segment today is that each brush, whether that's in fine art or digital art, has a different effect, different purpose, and a different style. So just to recap, these were the 3 that I introduced to you guys today that are pretty much like the same tools that we talked about in the digital art program. So to begin with, the pencil, right? It's super helpful for doing quick doodles, sketches, and has a really nice hand-drawn approach. That's what you want to do. And then the Sharpie here creates really nice, crisp, clean lines and shapes, and is good for ideating and creating logo sketches. And then lastly here, we have the brush tool, which creates a really nice painterly effect. So I hope you guys experiment at home. You can try this anywhere you want. Start doing it by hand first, and then you can jump into the digital art programs. And I hope you learned something new and had fun. So I'll see you in the next segment. Bye for now.